momento. Temazo. Y ahora está todo correcto. Ahora sí. Pues señoras y señores, después de como 5 días o algo así, hey, vamos a continuar la historia de Sumeru. Tenía ganas ya, tío. Madre mía. Voy a comprobar que todo esté bien. Está perfecto. Pues ya estaría. A ver. Capítulo 3, acto 2. Vamos para allá. La música de Sumeru de verdad me parece una locura, tío. Desde el puto principio, pop. Cada momento es... Qué temazos, tío. La banda sonora es increíble, tío. De verdad. Wow. Pedazo sitio.
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Oh yeah. Hostia, el cumpleaños de la lechuguita, no me jodas.
Indeed.
No me acordaba.
The festival's tomorrow.
Es mañana.
We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
Qué guapo, ¿no? El cumple de mi lechuguita, tío. Por todo lo alto, hermano.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Pues nos encontramos un pavo muy interesante, ahora que me acuerdo.
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
La verdad que sí. Muchas cosas pasaron.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it.
Ay, me muero.
The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So, Dia, please take some time to relax.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my
Es una
guardian
putada,
knights.
estar en plan enfermo toda tu vida. O sea,
Okay,
llevo
fine,
como
but
una
only
semana
tonight.
enfermo y me cago en la puta
Tomorrow's a
ya.
big day, and
No
many
poder
no good
entrenar y no
scumbags are
poder
gonna try to take
grabar porque
advantage
tienes
of
la
that.
garganta chunga y no puedes salir porque te da el viento y te empeora. Es una mierda. Imagínate estar toda la vida, tío.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey
Como
back
esta
to the
señora, desde
city.
que es pequeña, desde que
My
nace.
apologies for not realizing
Tiene
this
algún tipo de
sooner.
enfermedad. ¿Qué pasa, gato? ¿Qué pasa? Uy, uy, uy. ¿Dónde quieres ponerte tú? ¿Dónde te quieres poner tú? Madre...
I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
Madre... ¿Qué pasa, chico? ¿Qué pasa, chico? Venga, túmbate ahí, túmbate. Qué personaje, tío. Estoy tosiendo y riéndome a la vez, tío. Esto no puede ser.
What they say is true.
Mira lo del tío, tú.
You have to see the world for yourself to
Ahí
appreciate
se va a quedar.
how beautiful it is.
Bueno. Hola. Mira, gustísimo que está. Y ahí se va a quedar. Chico. Chico. Tiki, 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 tiki. Sí. Vale. Vale, qué guapo. Vale. Pues nada, ahí se queda. A ver, hay que ir. Este lugar es confuso, porque el mapa no es vertical. Vale, vale. Es que este juego tiene una verticalidad alucinante, tío. Debería tener el mapa en 3D porque hay demasiadas zonas, tío. En las que hay para arriba o para abajo que te quedas loco, macho. Y marea un poco que el mapa sea plano a veces. Que nuestra suite privada, tío. Qué bueno.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
Ay.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon will tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow?
De puta madre. Vaya a paseíto, unos churros con chocolate para desayunar. Y de puta madre.
All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
A veces pasa.
Paimon's
Y
starting to
sinceramente
really
no
look
mola.
forward to the
No mola.
Sub-Zero festival
El no poder
too.
dormir por la
Will there
emoción,
be
tío.
lots of yummy food?
Una putada.
Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler.
A mimir. Ay, me ahogo.
Did we oversleep?
Pues bien estado.
We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Venga, vamos a dar. Me ha dado sueño y todo. Bostezado. De verlos ahí a dormir, tío. Vamos a ver. De verdad, yo flipo con Sumero, Este lugar es hermoso. ¿Para dónde? ¿Abajo? No, para allá.
Traveler.
Se ha quedado a un
Paimon,
lado, tío.
I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected. Well,
Uy.
shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Coño, esto me
Many
recuerda...
vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves.
Esto es como la misión de Ayaka, tío, ¿no? Es exactamente lo mismo.
They paid for everything
De festival
out of
de...
pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over the...
This is a stall offering foods from the Haft Mewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little
Es todo
disappointed.
comida vegetariana, qué decepción. Claro que sí, coño, un chuletón, cago en Dios. Paimon solo pide un chuletón, ¿cómo no? ¿Sí o no?
So, what's the Haft-Mewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukashva mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumera roses, Sunsetias, Capulatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
Joder, chaval. Hostia puta.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
Dale, Paimon, me voy de aquí.
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumeru uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted cow, juicy meatballs, grilled steak?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlon as soon as possible.
Uy, sí, 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 sí.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks.
Este verano, en teoría.
Yeah, but we also check out some of these
Agosto,
other
septiembre, por ahí.
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
Uf, este temazo es mi favorito, tío. Te lo juro.
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Adivinación alquímica, what the fuck?
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does
La
it work?
lechuguita.
It's quite
Lo
simple.
inventó.
After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Una aleatoria.
Sure
¿Y eso qué
sounds
significa?
random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
What?
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when
Coño.
Dunya says it?
Carajo.
Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it?
Claro que sí, yo quiero probar, yo quiero probar. ¿Qué tengo que meter? Lo que sea de aquí, ¿no? Pues a ver, algo que no valga mucho, ¿no? Yo qué sé. Esto. Y otro.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
The moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks more like a
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he
¿Se
really
acuerda?
looking it up in a book?
Qué triste.
Oh, I remember now. It means
Ya me
illusions
acordé,
and
dice.
lies.
Hijo de puta. Ilusiones y mentiras.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
Menudo fiestuki, ¿no? Se
I wish
montaban
I could
aquí.
have seen that spectacle. But
A
if
ver,
you ask me,
te giras para allá,
I'm
cabrona, y de
sure
repente
Lily's
haces
dance
así.
of Sub-Zero's would be just as
No
impressive.
puede andar así un poco con curvita. Tienes que ir en diagonal. Y hacer esquina siempre, ¿o qué? Ay, me muero hoy. Farris. Vaya bigote tiene el tío, cabrón. El típico este que no se le ve la boca. Qué fuerte. Uy, va.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat. Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sabzeruz festival, the children have all grown very...
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your control.
Ole.
All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one? Don't these boxes all look the same?
Con diferentes colores y ya está, ¿no?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit,
¿Por qué es todo tan
sunset
aleatorio, tío? El otro también era todo aleatorio.
Ooh, those...
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Sabor cola de lagarto y escara diablo.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
También es verdad, es que elegir de qué es aleatorio, hija mía.
It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your
Okay.
intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
No mames. El del medio, de puta madre. El 3. Sí, el 3. El 3.
Attention!
Ni una
That's
editorial ni...
unfortunately lavender
¿Cómo?
melon.
Calabanda. ¿Y qué?
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had a...
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4.
Lo dejaba al aleatorio,
How about
tío.
this?
Era
The
todo
most
tan
important
aleatorio.
thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
¡Ah!
Really?
Puta madre.
It's night of...
2 por 1,
They all
loco.
basically sound the
Oh, actually, I just can you come with me to get it?
De una.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because...
Damn. Hermano. Viva Sumero, loco. Me voy a morir hoy. Ya verás.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right?
Otra vez estos pesados,
Wait a
tío.
minute.
Mamma mía.
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Qué pesados.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to...
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the...
Ha.
Kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Aquí está yo, el profesional.
Hey, did you scumbags even
Epa.
consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
Ha venido la peligrosa.
You're... Dia the Flame Mane.
La leona
No
ardiente.
wonder we
What
mercs
the
haven't
fuck?
heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Domaron a la fiera.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Bien.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky.
Traveler,
Dios,
take Miss
está-
Junior's to a safe
Se
location.
está llenando esto, ¿no? ¿O qué?
We're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself.
Buf. Me va a dejar controlarla. ¿No? Hostia, no. Tengo que escapar. No mames. Vámonos, vámonos, vámonos. Joder, chaval. Está en la mierda, Está como yo.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert
Debe
myself
ser
too
una
much.
putada, tío.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry, don't worry. Si se le va a meter una paliza a dos. Era un momento.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Uy.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a close...
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the...
About that. Well, I sold it, because
Huh.
I was low on Mora.
Qué triste.
Stuff like this happens every now
No
and then.
mames.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparation.
Oh, qué buena.
Hey, Miss
Esa ha sido
Junior's
buena.
I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry.
Oh, la verga.
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
Yo te acompaño, tranquila.
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Oh, yo me cargo, yo me cargo.
Truly, I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Qué fuerte, hermano. Vendió su espada para poder hacer lo del festival también. Por ella, por su amiga. Eso sí que es una amiga, güey. Me he teletransportado si querer, pero ha salido bien la jugada. No me lo esperaba.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Diniotsar.
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Hostia.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Ah, es lo mismo que la arquera esa, no me acuerdo cómo se llama. La del principio del arco. Que también tiene lo mismo.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure.
Oh,
The disease's progression can only be delayed through...
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, The world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world. Right?
La primera es como asumiendo que se va a morir, tío.
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you...
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation.
Sí, la verdad es casi un poco bajón, pero...
This is out of character for me.
Va a dar bajón, pero está bien. Pasa nada.
To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement,
Bendita lechuga.
I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any
Ahí
regrets.
estamos. En la vida es imposible evitar los malos tragos, pero debemos vivir sin arrepentimientos. Es admirable.
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Claro que sí, compare.
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings.
Oh my gosh.
And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to...
Yeah.
Oh, desde luego, yo quiero ver eso. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde wea está eso? ¿Por aquí? No mames. A ver, sésamo. Se viene.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
No me joda, güey. Ya ven los dos pedorretas, tío. Joder.
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros festival. If we can't perform it...
My baby.
The Sub-Zeros festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
Mancillarlo, dice. Qué exagerado, loco.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
Te meto una, pavo. Repítelo. Ven aquí.
When we
bolas, tío.
return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Cuando vuelvas te vas a comer el borde del suelo, chaval.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
Cara de pedorreta tiene esa, tío.
The Sub-Zeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
¡Oh! Menuda hostia se está ganando ese pavo, chaval.
Nilu, are you okay?
Madre mía, le voy a quemar la casa.
Oh,
Si
Dunyarzad,
pudiera, le quemaría la casa, tío.
you all saw that just now? The Grand City.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere and the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilu, it's all right.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But... you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
A mí también. Sinceramente. A mí también.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success. But Dunyarzad is running out of time. Yeah.
¿Qué pasó?
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
Fuck. ¿Qué ha pasado? Hostia, arrancó una aventura 47 ya.
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad, right?
Será pedorra la Paimon de los huevos. A ver. Hala, ahí me quedo. Mi habitación de hotel, tú. Está guapo.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Otra vez.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure. Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going.
¿Qué coño está pasando? ¿Estoy en un bucle o algo así?
They're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
What the fuck? ¿Se está repitiendo otra vez o es cosa mía? Un momento. ¿Qué fumada es esta? No, vamos a repetir lo
This
mismo,
is a
sí.
stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
What the fuck? ¿En qué momento nos hemos metido en un bucle?
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays...
They're all plants!
No mames, es verdad, es lo mismo.
What is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
El Traveler está en plan... Esto ya lo viví yo.
It's one of the Sub-Zero
Deja vu.
festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize
Sí, un
the 7
momento.
virtues of the...
What the fuck, tío, está
In the
flipando.
form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in...
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's
Coño,
nothing.
tío.
I'm just learning as I...
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stop. Where to next?
Estoy muy rayado ahora mismo. ¿Qué está pasando? El día de la marmota. Dios. Y ahora venían los personajazos esos, los capullos, ¿no? Ah, no, ahora venían bigotes con los niños, los caramelos. Y luego venían otra vez los bandidos y la tía de... la mercenaria.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yal...
Yes, Knight Varys!
Qué fumada, loco, qué
What's
guapo.
going on?
Ferris, the night of...
Oh,
Sí, ya lo sabemos, ya lo sabemos.
What? Ooh.
and there's also...
What are those flavors?
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to...
La cuarta era.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon, bet you had incredible luck, and
No creo que fuera suerte, ¿no? La verdad.
how's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
Déjà vu. Hostia. Qué fuerte. Voy directo al escenario, tío. ¿Verdad? ¿O no? Es la taberna. ¿Voy a por los bandidos o qué?
Feeling of deja vu?
No, no, solo he venido para hablar.
Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just her... So, why'd you run here in such a hurry?
Amigo, quiere hacer algo diferente para ver si lo
You're
puede cambiar.
intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
¿Por qué ponen para amnesia, tío?
Welcome, you
Nunca había
Are you here for lunch?
visto esa palabra.
What would you like to eat?
Una ración de panecillo de dátil. Carbonizados.
Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you got good taste.
I gotta say, you got a good taste.
Baked Angelina cake? Isn't it? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never know.
Claro, claro. ¿Qué viene con ketchup?
That thing? Isn't this going a bit
La cara de
too far?
preocupación. Hostia, pobre.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
No está nada mal.
Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
Para amnesia gustativa, loco. Es como si ya lo hubiera probado antes.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many
Deja vu. I can pay the day before. Tararara, tararara, tarara. Hostia, hemos dejado a la pava esa tirada, tío, pobrecilla.
Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there.
Normal, tío. Hemos dejado todo tirado. Ahí estaría con nosotros, claro. Ahí hubiéramos tenido esa conversación profunda de antes.
Dinyarzad, we meet again.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness.
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyar...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for
Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros.
No, no. No me recuerdes que no la vamos a ver. Bien, bien, nos teletransporta ahí. Y ahora estarán discutiendo, ¿no? Ahí... Efectivamente. Efectivamente.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to
¿Cómo me la huevo,
When we
cabrón?
return, have the scribe draft...
Understood.
Que sí, que sí.
The Sub-Zero.
Qué cara polla este.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organ?
True, but... Well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to
Que
rest.
estará muerta.
Thank you for your...
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Did Dunyarzad...
Y va a volver a pasar otra vez, ¿verdad?
So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what... Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here.
Tengo la cabeza como un
That's
bombo
why
por ahí
Paimon
abajo.
stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we
Sí, sí.
settle in and get a good night's sleep? For
Oh,
now,
fuck, ¿qué está pasando?
we can chalk things up to exhaustion.
What
We
the
can do
fuck?
more thinking tomorrow.
Beep.
Observing a modest drop in the output
Se ve una leve disminución del nivel de energía. En cambio, los balones no están dentro de los parámetros normales. Habrá que seguir vigilando cualquier cambio en los datos para identificar la causa lo antes posible. Dios.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Están jugando con nuestras mentes, Me está flipando esta mierda, loco. What the fuck. Otra vez, loco. Cago en la hostia. Qué rabia da, los putos días de la marmona, tío. Como en Recero también. Cago en la hostia.
I arrived early.
Sí, tío. Cada vez suena más cansada.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Tío, cada vez suena más. Cada vez suena peor, Ya lo había notado la segunda vez, pero no había dicho nada, pero ahora se nota demasiado, tío. Todo esto me parece familiar. Te vas a tener muy fuerte de vista esto. Que sí, compadre, que sí. ¿Dónde vamos?
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. And there's also... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
La cuarta, la cuarta, la cuarta.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
La primera es cola de lagarto, la segunda es fruto de jarra, la quinta es de escabio.
Wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of...
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers?
¿Desde cuándo tienes superpoderes? Desde todo el puto juego. O sea, puedo hacer torbellinos. ¡Eh! ¡La lechuga! ¡La lechuga! ¿Me está haciendo esto la lechuga? No puede ser. ¿Por qué?
Hey, where are you going?
La lechuga, ahí estaba, tío. Ahí estaba la lechuga. ¿Dónde está?
What's going on?
¿Dónde se fue? Baby. Mira cómo corre. Ahí va tú, la enana. Le va a pillar con ella misma. Literalmente recreando la escena. Canon. Mírala tú. Qué cabrona. ¿Por qué me está haciendo un bucle en la marmota, tío? Qué fumada, ¿no? ¿Qué motivo tendrá para hacer esto? La Arconte dentro. Hermano, un pajarito ahí. ¿Qué coño hace un pájaro ahí en la caja? Se ha metido en un jarrón, ¿te imaginas? Yo. ¿Y está rayada? Y ahora ya no está el pájaro. Ah, la ha abierto la jaula. Qué buena. ¡Vamos, lechuguita! Esa es. Así me gusta. Estoy mirando el pájaro, tú. Esa ha sido buena, esa ha sido buena. Muy bien. Hostia. Dime que por fin la vamos a conocer. Ahí está, tú. No me metas un susto, porque está aquí con el mal rollo y no veas. Yo, what the fuck.
Isn't that Dunyarzad?
¿Qué cojones está pasando?
What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads?
Oh shit.
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
Oh yeah.
A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Oh. Dale, dale.
This seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what...
Oh, es todo el día de la marmota. De muchos días.
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero.
Vigésima vez. What the fuck?
No. The 30th? 40th? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized.
A la verga, la lechuga.
What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
¿Cómo?
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. What about everyone else? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro. And you also have special, sensitive It was as if a
Porque somos los protas,
was
punto.
separating those
Eso es así.
memories from your consciousness.
Es como si una hoja de papel separara los recuerdos de su conciencia. What?
A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that.
What?
As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
Oh shit.
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
La lechuga.
Good, you passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara.
What the fuck?
As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your mind.
Tío, hermano.
I don't know how you'd be after that.
No sé cómo quedarían después de eso. Joder. Hostia, qué fumada, tío.
I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
Joder, vaya trabajo. Nos tienes que soltar la información muy poco a poco para que no nos pete la cabeza. Joder.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival. If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things.
Buena, buena.
Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Déjame poner mis ideas en orden. Oh, fuck. Cuando entra en el estado de meditación, escoge cualquier entrada para descifrarla. Al hacerlo, analizarás la entrada para posiblemente obtener una nueva. El Samra del día. La predicción de adivinación química de la paramesia. Mensaje mental anormal.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more?
Celebrar el nacimiento de Archon, se suya todo lo que quieran.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What did they all mean? That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. We've already experienced... That doesn't sound right. I need... We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth, the moon, illusions, and lies." My mind feels exhausted. That doesn't sound right.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Shit.
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zeru's festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed
No es un bucle
something,
temporal.
right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads.
Congratulations!
Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend? I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my... Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm...
To put it another way, if you really...
What kind of philosophical nonsense is
¿Qué
this?
clase de
Are you two
tonterías filosóficas
daydreaming?
es esta? Dice.
Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to
Nadie
daydream with.
sueña en Sumeru. Huh.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
Nadie sueña en Sumeru, claro, no puede ser un sueño.
It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway,
Qué raro.
if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago.
También es verdad. Aunque el tiempo pasa diferente, ¿no? En la mente, no sé. No sé. Pero el día de la marmota este está siendo... chunguete. A ver tú, pringado del libro.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
No.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh?
Help you better understand it?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
Estamos atrapados. Sí, estamos atrapados.
Hold on a second.
Ella era marmota.
I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious?
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination.
La luna, las ilusiones y las mentiras.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on.
Todo verga.
Can you...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Si confías en tus instintos y superas tus miedos, saldrá el sol.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Con Deya.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary... At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers.
Sorry, pal.
Deya. Hostia, aquí está la falsa.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out.
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was...
We need to say something convincing.
Uff. La gente siempre no puede soñar el mandoble de ella. La predicción de la dirección química.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used.
Tell her, Traveler!
Ahí estamos. Vendiste tu mandoble para apoyar a la fiesta. A la fiesta.
Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth.
All right, so this is the situation.
Le explica la situación.
It's kind of hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and...
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip.
Ya verás, ya verás. Hostia, no tengo el teleporte este. Me vendría bien.
Congratulations!
Oh shit.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Hostia, no lo puede ver.
Huh?
Fumada.
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss
Nadie puede
Dunyarzad
verte.
here.
No me jodas. Ni a ella tampoco, a la mierda. madre.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
La puede sentir, what the fuck?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura.
Wow.
There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself.
Tía, se está haciendo de noche, tío. Se está acabando el tiempo.
So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
No me jodas.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this.
Los sabios de la academia. Qué mamahuevos.
There's more to
Los
the
carapolla
Akasha than
esos.
we know.
¿Qué puede decirnos de los
Didn't
Akasha?
you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So,
De la lechuguita
this
que tenemos al
Nahida
lado.
you mentioned, what did she say?
She
Eso
said,
está
and
elegido.
Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants
¿Qué pasó?
knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Me pueden soñar.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Vale.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. My mind feels exhausted. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. That doesn't sound right. Okay, Nahida's people in That doesn't sound right. My mind. What's happening right now seems. That doesn't sound. My mind.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh.
Ah, bueno.
Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price.
Oh.
Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there?
Claro.
I don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing
Se pueden
something
meter,
like
pueden
that?
sacar.
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru
Joder.
City into a single massive brain.
¿Te imaginas ahí encima del árbol un cerebro gigante? Qué guapo.
This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words. When this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Oh yeah. Todo se quita los
How
conmutadores.
does everyone feel? Huh? What is it?
Siento que al final de cada día suena un beep, desde luego.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
Yep.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Míralo.
Traveler!
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us.
No,
there was
se está
definitely a
apagando.
beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our
Se
Akasha
está haciendo
terminals.
más oscuro. No, se va a reiniciar el día. No. 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 Fuck. Yo también me voy a morir. Yo también me voy a morir como sigamos con el bucle, tío. Oh. La fase ha superado el tiempo de duración previsto. A este ritmo podría haber víctimas. Hostia. Pero no podemos perder nuestro progreso. Me cago en la hostia. Los científicos locos, tío. Madre. Wow. Y a repetir, y a repetir, y otra vez, y otra vez. Bucle, bucle. Se van a morir todos, tío, al final. Hemos vuelto aquí, ¿no? Donde Najida.
Paimon, remember...
Good.
Otra vez.
You adapted quickly this time.
Hostia, qué fuerte.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep.
Es verdad, tío. Aunque nos lo quitáramos, nos siguió jodiendo. Nos han implantado conmutadores mediante... de una forma distinta.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
Todo el pueblo de Sumerio son ratas de laboratorio. Latas.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nihida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
Es la lechuga suprema.
I guess
La luna.
I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should...
Hostia, el reloj, tú. Esta va a ser buena. Pesados los secuestradores, tío. Y ahora con la tía esta otra vez.
I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
No me jodas que de tanto practicar ha mejorado con la espada esta mandoble y ahora se le da bien y todo.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
What the fuck? Ha ido acumulando la experiencia.
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told any...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something...
Es raro lo familiar que me resulta, claro, porque llevas, vete tú a saber, 2 meses aquí en bucle
It's as
practicando.
if I've already used it to fight a count...
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
¿Será por habernos quitado los conmutadores?
Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Pues quítatelo ya, ¿o qué?
You're right. Earlier in the Samsara, happened?
I have no clue what you two are talking.
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers?
How did you know what?
Pim pam, esto sale mal, la tomamos por culo.
It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone
Bueno, otro
assumes
día
this is
el
common
mismo.
knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept?
Wow, what the fuck.
It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain
Qué
is already
fumada,
shut
loco.
down.
Najida, relájate con la información. Relájate.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Hold on, what did you just say?
What the
Did Paimon
fuck?
hear you correct?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I
tuk-tuk.
suggested...
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words.
Puta ama, loco. Ya está, Najida, eres la puta ama, tío. No puede ser. Mejor personaje, tío.
Feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax.
Hostia, qué buena, tío. Ir a hacer un top, tío. Qué crack, de verdad.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
Hijos de puta.
We're still in the same day. Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Tío, se nota que es la puta diosa de la sabiduría. Joder.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together,
top.
you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking
Joder.
about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler,
Cháchara.
did the new clues
Basta
yesterday
de
help you
cháchara.
gain a new understanding of
Y
the
hacer
situation?
top. Efectivamente.
Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
La habilidad de lucha de ella está mejorando. Claro. Y la otra está empeorando. Por lo que no es un bucle temporal, sino todo seguiría igual, exactamente.
Simple time loop. People's physical conditions should also reset.
Claro, es todo mental.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Sonido de la casa, información sobre la casa. Samsara.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury and later some The moon illusions.
Ay, coño. Recuerdos diarios
If all our
borrados.
memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
Esa es. Nos borran la memoria, claro. Aunque nosotros la recuperamos de alguna manera, pero... Hostia, claro, entonces el tiempo sigue pasando. Simplemente nos están borrando la memoria cada día. Hostia, qué puta fumada, tú. Esa forma nunca la había pensado, esta forma de bucle, tío. Qué guapo. No estamos en un bucle temporal. Nos borran los recuerdos al final de cada día. Entonces te despiertas y tú te piensas que sigue siendo lunes y lunes y lunes y lunes. Pero en verdad están pasando los días. Sigue martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes. Pero tú siempre te quedas en el lunes. Qué fuerte. Pero claro, un día lloverá, otro día hará sol, otro día hará viento. Pero para ti siempre es el mismo día. Pero como no te acuerdas... Pero claro, tú piensas, tú te compras por el lunes unas pechugas de pollo y las dejas para mañana, para el día siguiente, y tú te despiertas el lunes y siempre las dejas para el día siguiente. Pero va a haber un momento, a los 4 o 5 días, en el que el pollo ese va a estar chungo, va a estar malo, y tú te despiertas el lunes ahí con las pechugas recién compradas y te las encuentras todo podrías, con moho y todo, y dices, ¿qué cojones acaba de pasar? Cuidado, ahí te rayaré la cabeza.
That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before.
Qué buena, tío.
But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting
Claro.
better at using her greatsword.
A brilliant deduction.
Ja.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focus too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all.
What the fuck, eso es incomprensible, desde luego. Con que sigue siendo una conclusión errónea, ¿eh?
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right. She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go.
¿Cómo que errónea? ¿Quieres decir que no es... que al final no es eso? Qué fumada. Pero entonces, al final no es eso. No es que nos estén borrando la memoria. Pero tiene bastante sentido, la verdad. Ay, coño.
There you are.
Ah.
Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
No me he visto ni una otra vez. Recuerdo el día sobrevivido cada noche.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Alguna secta, es que se lo dices así de golpe. Oye, que estamos viviendo el mismo día cada día. O sea, nos están borrando la memoria cada noche. Tú imagínate, vas a alguien y le dices eso. Se quedan como, ¿tú estás tonto o qué?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my brain just doesn't
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used?
Oh.
The money we spent, the
Es
food we
verdad,
ate?
es verdad.
Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Verdad, tío. Fuck. Si usar los recursos de toda la ciudad y la forma de casa.
right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything.
También, pero la comida es un poco chungo, ¿no?
It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
Pero al final se quedarían sin comida, es verdad. Si son ellos los que tienen que ir a recolectar y justamente el día anterior fueron a recolectar y están todo el día gastando y gastando. Tiene agujeros, la verdad, esta teoría.
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee...
Paimon can't believe...
El acto 2 está haciendo... Está siendo una fumada de olla, tío. Bastante guapa, la verdad. No me lo esperaba esto del bucle, tío. Joder. Genshin siempre sorprendiendo.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
Como el Jackie Chan, a darle
See
de
those
hostias.
marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style.
Joder.
And even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Tenemos que descartar esta hipótesis, tío.
Whew. I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with scholars lately? It's surprising. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage.
La verdad es que esta ha
See
sido
you
buena
later.
de ella. Esta ha sido buena, tío. Me la he rebatido.
Well, back to square one. As I remember... But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
No estamos en el mundo real, no estamos en un bucle temporal.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any... Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
¿Cómo es que nunca hemos pensado salir de la ciudad? Es verdad.
Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought... Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we
Claro, tío. Camino, Carlos. Si nos vamos a tomar por culo. Nahida.
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world.
Ay.
But at the same time, we have a new question.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember,
Un par de
you've
veces.
mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night.
Fuck.
But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Puede que la clave de todo esté ahí.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Beep.
Our memories are back!
¡Ay! Vamos a intentar salir de la ciudad.
About that.
Well, Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored,
Un
I have
mensaje.
another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
What the fuck? No hay vuelta atrás, hay muchos espacios allí. Y el día de Sub-Zero de la ciudad de Sumeru es solo uno de ellos.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
Laguna de 2 días. What the fuck? 2 días atrás.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let's go.
Hermano, ¿qué cojones está pasando, tío? Hostia, el filtro. Todo guapo. Checkpoint.
Why can't we leave the city?
Uy.
What is the academia up to now?
No te dejan salir los guardias.
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you.
Joder.
This is a direct
Bueno.
order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere.
Fuck.
If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
Ay.
It looks
Vaya.
like he really doesn't know.
Pues podemos salir por cualquier otra forma, también te digo.
If we
La
can't
pared al
get
lado.
anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those
Claro.
guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry! Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
¿Qué pasa, chico? Puede que salir de ciudad trastorne nuestros recuerdos. Puede ser.
What if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
Si salimos juntos pasará lo mismo que antes, claro.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look. And please. Memories! Traveler!
What the fuck? What the fuck? ¿Qué te ha dicho?
Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised
Se tiró horas.
you were only taking a quick look.
Que yo prometí qué cosa.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day. Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Hoy me relata lo que planean hacer ayer.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
Desapareció. Hay como una cúpula o algo así.
Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose.
Qué fuerte, tío.
This way,
Estamos literalmente atrapados y tenemos que resolver el puzzle para salir de aquí. Si lo recuerdo, pueden borrarse. Si hay alguna alternativa.
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, no!
Se fue. Se fue a la verga. Uy, se hace de noche ya. No mames.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
Ojo.
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand.
Yep, normal.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. Okay, see you tomorrow. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Joder.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Pues me queda igual, la verdad. Me queda igual. Idea.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it...
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
No, ¿por qué siempre el último momento? No. Fuck.
Why did the message end right there? What did the travel...
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the
message? It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Un espacio sin presencia humana.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that... Was that space actually the real world? All the bizarre spaces I saw outside... That doesn't sound right. Was that space... That doesn't... My impression is that each...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears! And we're taken to the next day!
Ah, no me
Later on,
jodas.
Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them! Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning! Just
What the fuck?
Spaces anyhow?
O sea, literalmente nos transportamos, o sea, ¿cómo? O sea, es como que copian el mismo espacio, lo multiplican por 2, nos traspasan a este y este lo borran. Pero con las características del primero, o sea, what the fuck. ¿Qué coño? Este es el bucle más loco que he visto nunca, tío. Es el bucle más fumada que he visto nunca, tío. Joder.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Hey, where are you going?
What the fuck, pero no era de noche. Bueno.
Do you want some alone time to think? All right then, Paimon won't disturb you.
Oh shit. Demasiadas horas pensando. Demasiadas horas. Joder.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
No va a empezar, no. No va a empezar.
Why don't you go ahead?
Okay then. See you later.
Está muerta por dentro, o sea.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
No sé, hombre, tantas horas pensando, a ver, algo habrá aclarado, digo yo.
Sorry, pal.
Hola, prima. ¿Cómo estamos?
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
Esa ha sido buena. Esa ha sido buena. Vamos, profesora, pregunte.
First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Vale.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
Un sueño sin gente.
Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest, except these have no sign of human presence.
What the fuck. La predicción de la adivinación
The
química.
moon, illusions,
La
and
luna,
lies.
las
What
ilusiones
do they
y
all
las
mean?
mentiras. La luna es Najida, según ella. Ilusiones y mentiras. La gente supone no puede
People
soñar.
in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
La verdad. La realidad del
We
sueño.
are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
¿Les roba los sueños? ¿Qué?
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it.
What the fuck?
And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Y la casa depende del poder de la gnosis para funcionar.
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Significa lo mismo, vamos.
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. And it grants knowledge to the people. And it grants knowledge to the people. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
¿Qué pasa? Mira, ahora se escucha, ahora se escucha. A ver, dije otra cosa. Escucha, hola, bro. No sé si tú lo escuchas. Házmelo saber. Porque lo he configurado hoy. He configurado hoy que se puedan escuchar los mensajes del chat. Y también que salgan en pantalla. Voy a meterme a ver si lo puedo ver. Estoy chungo. Si te preguntas, tengo la garganta mal. Y sí, me puedes ver ahí.
Sí, se escucha.
De puta madre. Mejor, mejor. Ole. Pues nada, yo estoy aquí. Joder, es que es una pena, tío. Me dijiste que si el día siguiente iba a hacer directo y al final no pude porque justo al día siguiente me dio una fiebre chunguísima. Empecé a temblar como un loco y todo. Y luego la garganta se me jodió, tío. Y ahora estoy ya mejor. Dicho, hoy ya puedo grabar, tío. Ya van demasiados días sin grabar. Y aún así, estoy un poco chungo, pero bueno. Me la pela. Aquí estamos. Y bueno, ahora estoy... pues ya lo ves. Estoy descifrando ya el bucle. El pedazo de bucle este que me está rompiendo la cabeza. De los sueños o no sé qué pollas.
That doesn't sound...
Fuck. Esta.
Okay.
No, a
Those
ver.
dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too.
Vamos a ver. Las criaturas del bosque son capaces de controlar sueños. Porque obtienen el poder de Nahida. Eso explicaría por qué en la casa también tiene el poder de controlar los sueños de la gente.
Is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming.
Es verdad, es verdad.
In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
Compendios de sabiduría.
So in other words,
Pues espero que no me robéis mis sueños porque...
Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Vamos a ver.
The
El
beep
sonido.
is a prompt tone
El
for
beep.
Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized.
What the fuck. Aparición y desaparición de los
Those
sueños.
dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
Las palabras del gran
The
sabio.
grand sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart."
Va, sí.
My mind feels
El carapolla
exhausted,
ese.
even though I haven't done too much thinking. We've already experienced the
Vale. Yo qué sé, esto hay que probar. El último, ¿cómo no? Siempre. Qué la hostia. Producción de masa en sueños.
Correct.
De
The
sueños en
Akasha
masa.
is keeping
Perdón.
each person's brain in a constant dream state.
En la
but
casa
also
mantiene los cerebros
separating
de
their consciousness
de
from
todos
their
en
own dream.
permanente estado de sueño, a la vez que separa su conciencia de sus propios sueños. Ajá,
¿Qué
vale.
recuerdos de la misión que hice en 2022?
En 2022.
Sabzeruz Festival along with
Bienvenida a
everyone else's,
2024.
while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha.
2022, joder. Luego colocan juntas estas conciencias arrancadas en el sueño colectivo del festival Sabzeruz. Y así pueden cosechar todos los sueños sin dueño por medio de la casa.
No one is any the wiser as another
Esto me
day
está
passes in the
rompiendo la
dream.
cabeza, güey.
And so begins another samsara cycle.
Es el bucle más loco que he visto en mi vida, te lo juro. Me quedo loco, tío.
People wake up to yet another dream about the Sabzeruz festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha. And so it continues.
Todos se despiertan de nuevo en el día tal y los sueños que les pertenecen son cosechados de nuevo por la casa en un bucle sin fin.
So, this is like a dream factory. And
Una
the
fábrica de
Akasha
sueños,
is
loco.
a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Vale.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
All right, last question. Who am I?
La lechuga suprema. No piensan mucho. Una mentira. La luna.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation.
Exactamente.
So you noticed.
La lechuga suprema. La reina menor.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Ahora no es el momento de hacer
Yes,
preguntas.
those can wait until we're back
Ahora es el
in
momento
real life.
de salir de este bucle. Que estoy hasta los huevos ya.
On the other hand, I'd be
De este
happy to
sueño.
answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Hostia, ¿por qué no dijiste directamente la verdad? Si ya te lo he dicho, porque te petaría la cabeza. Pero bueno,
You
vamos.
asked me this question before.
Claro,
My
le
answer
volaría
was,
la mente.
now that
Sí,
you
sí.
know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a
No se debe
sleepwalker?
despertar a un sonámbulo.
Likewise,
¿Es verdad?
if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion.
Hostia puta.
I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk.
Es como si sacas a alguien de la Matrix así de repente, ¿no? Le explota la
That's
cabeza.
why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions.
Claro, si te modifican tu visión de la
I'm really
realidad,
sorry I had to keep you
debe
guessing.
ser una movida muy fuerte para el cerebro, en verdad. Hay que andar con ojo. Cuidadito. Vale. ¿Cómo consiguieron los sabios que nadie se diese cuenta?
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of déjà vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Madre del amor hermoso. ¿Habrá efectos secundarios? Pues no sé, en teoría han muerto unas cuantas personas por ahí, pero...
Humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless...
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We...
¿Por qué el sueño se acerca del festival?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Porque te queremos mucho y queremos celebrar tu cumpleaños para toda la eternidad.
Even you don't know the reason?
Imagínate, todos los días tu cumple.
Now that's
Ole,
strange.
fiesta.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know. Traveler, do you have any information?
Those faces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia forest. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. The Grand Sage said...
Míralo, hijo de puta, este es. Lo insinuó el cabrón ahí. Qué hijo de puta, tío. El carapolla ese. El carapolla, tío. Le voy a quemar la casa al final. De verdad, si pudiera. Uf. Ya está, no tengo más preguntas.
Saving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm
In
just
the
moon.
end, it doesn't
The real
even matter.
It's long gone.
El sol hace mucho que ya no está.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
El sol será la antigua Arconte, ¿no? Su madre o hermana mayor o algo así. No tengo ni idea todavía.
Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Hasta mañana, dice. A la verga. Vale. Ya estamos de vuelta.
Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say...
Uy, ¿qué le pasa?
Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
No mames. Carapolla ese. Me voy a partir la boca.
Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream.
Shit.
So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler.
Como Naruto.
You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar.
Vaya mierda de vida, la verdad.
I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person.
O sea, para tirarte 40 años viviendo en tu cama ahí mirando al techo, o tirarte 10 años por ahí haciendo cosas, pues prefiero vivir 10 años haciendo cosas y morirme a tomar por culo ahí que tirarme 40 años mirando al techo, tío. Que...
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon.
Pero todavía no ha muerto, o sí que está muerta ya. No me queda claro.
I couldn't even save her.
Vale, está muerta.
Archon,
se fue, caput, se finit.
Se
nos murió.
Se
nos fue.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
Se nos fue a la verga.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
No te preocupes. Ya eres el mejor personaje del juego. O sea, no te preocupes.
Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
Ay, pobre.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Un anfitrión.
Huh?
Oh, shit.
So, how should we find that person?
Un perezoso.
Well,
yo con mi Naida desintegró.
Sí, tío, es que Nahida revienta que flipas, tío. Hoy, de hecho, he probado una cosa que yo no sabía ni que lo hacía, tío. He conectado a como 4 o 5 enemigos y habían como 2 a tomar por culo, súper lejos. Y he hecho con Gamil la explosión y he matado a los que estaban aquí y también han muerto los que estaban a tomar por culo porque están conectados, tío. Y me he quedado flipado, o sea, me los he cargado sin atacarles. Es una locura, tío. Se comparte el daño y si te pasas de daño aquí, se les va a ellos y se los carga. Es una locura, tío. Por tanto, dicha persona podría usar el poder de la imaginación para cambiar cualquier cosa en este sueño. Qué fumada, loco.
Imagination?
What do you mean?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal.
Así es como crearon esto.
Like when a
Estas
server at a
tierras.
tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate,
Dios.
the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora.
¿Dónde está ese sueño? Que quiero ir para allá.
But right now, our host
Pero
is
con
unaware that
protogemas.
this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
Es verdad, tío.
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
Wow.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, and even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
Ahí estamos.
It's extremely
Nos lo
difficult,
cargamos.
yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sick. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Se ha
I'm still a
picado.
little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was
Se
such
nos
a
fue.
good person, with
Se nos
such a
fue.
simple wish. But yeah, saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad...
¿Cómo la usas como DPS o apoyo?
So let's break the samsara for her sake.
Pues la uso prácticamente DPS, pero
Paimon wondering,
ataco más con Gamin.
get one of their own to be
Pero
the
ella
host
es como
of the
la
stream?
base, Najida es mi base de daño, o sea,
Control it that way, no?
empiezo con ella atándolos a todos, luego les suelo poner con el Chinkyu, le meto agua para que haga las semillas y luego con el Gamin las reviento y luego vuelvo a traer con Najida y como están ardiendo le meto otra vez con el elemental y aviva esas llamas y quema más todavía. Entre Gamin y Najida está ahí los que más hacen daño. Y luego el mes que viene Kazuha.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting
Y
on
al
there
otro
being other
Furina.
factors beyond their control. Like Nahida and
Y al siguiente, el Griozesley, el boxeador este de Fontaine, que pegaba hostias de hielo. Buah, ese está todo guapo, tío. O ese o... no sé, o si viene con Yelan, a lo mejor Yelan, ya veré. Pero el Griozesley, tío, me llama.
So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
No sé si se dice así, pero más o menos, ya me entiendes. El pavo boxeador de hielo.
Apoyo igualmente quita 5.000 a 7.000.
Oh, that would make sense.
5.000, 7.000.
Fairest, the Night
Buah,
of
qué
Flowers
locura,
is a
loco.
symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right?
Que Najida revienta. Sobre todo, si luchas contra gente de agua, slimes y cosas así que estén afectados por agua incluso, yo simplemente pongo a Najida y ya ella sola revienta. Si lucho contra agua, ella sola revienta. Ya si es otro elemento más normal, entonces ya sí que es como más para enlazar elementos, para hacer reacciones. Pero ya te digo, si lucho contra alguien con agua sí que es la DPS. O sea, hace pim pam y revienta, tío. Porque se crean semillas en plan a multitud y empiezan a reventar solas y... una locura, tío. Ah, por cierto, ayer me tocó a esta señora, a Jin. A la mejor healer del juego. Estaba leveleando algunos personajes y te regalan de estos deseos. Y me puse a echarlos. Me puse como a echar unos 7 o así. O 8. Y tuve la suerte. Me tocó la señora. Que la verdad, yo estaba o esta o Kechin. Como cualquiera de las dos. Mientras no me tocara Diluc o Kiki. Bueno, Mona también me hubiera gustado. Pero bueno, por lo menos me tocó a esta que también es una... Dicen que es la mejor healer para Furina, o sea que... perfecto. Cuando tenga Furina y necesite healer, pues me pondré a Jin y de puta
You're
madre.
back.
Equipo
You left
perfecto
in a
para los
hurry last
bosses.
time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine, just... it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though.
Vaya gorro que me
What do you
lleva,
need
loco.
me to do?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a
Ahora
wish?
sí materializa una
Is that
polla,
a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or
¿Te
something?
imaginas?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay.
Less question, more wishes.
Okay. My wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
En el más allá, porque si no... Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her.
Otra vez el temazo este, me cago en la hostia.
I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious?
Pues lo siento, Vijar. Siento comentarte que tendrás que buscarte otra.
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zeru's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much.
Un poco demasiado, la verdad.
Caída más purina más cazúa por las semillas con cazúa juntar las semillas y a los enemigos.
¡Hostia puta, loco! Eso no lo había pensado yo. Es verdad. Con el tornado, con el elemental, ¿no? Puedes juntar a los enemigos y a las semillas. ¡Qué fuerte, tú! Eso no lo tenía yo en mente, ¿eh? ¡Qué fuerte, tú! O sea, la jugada es hacer Najida con la elemental de Furina, que ya no para de echar agua, y crea semillas a lo loco. Con Kazuha las juntas, y luego con Gamin, catapum. Y revientas. Ese va a ser el combo. Ese va a ser el combo potente, loco. Joder, la que se viene, chaval. En 2 meses.
I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
La que se viene, tú.
Please come true.
Con Kazuha y Furina, loco. Poh.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh! You...
What?
Fucky?
What the fuck?
Sorry, but only 1 portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Fuck this shit, man.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea.
My lady, step back.
La verdad, una pena que esté muerta. Pero es lo que hay, papi.
That sounds like Tia. Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnap.
Iré a darles una lección. Va a desahogarse un poquito.
Hey, traveler.
Shut up. Tengo ganas de meter hostias. Oh, yeah. ¿Dónde está? Joder, está lejillos. Ahí está. Vamos, Najida. Madre.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Llévate contigo. Sí, yo me encargo,
this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you.
Vete.
You... Fine, all right. Knock yourself out.
Hay que ser
I'm so worked up
rectos.
anyway. It's not like I don't trust your fighting skill.
Venga, tira.
Anyway, watch yourself.
Sí. Tira. Que ya me encargo yo esta vez. Tengo ganas de meter unos madrazos.
Suit?
Cállate.
That's close enough. Make yourselves at home. I see everything. Nice and spicy.
Hostia, pensaba que tenía el Genshin, mierda. Me lo había puesto antes para un boss o algo. Se me ha olvidado cambiarlo. No pasa nada. ¿Quién más? ¿Qué?
Where do you think you're going? I'll be back.
Many happy returns.
Madre. Madre. Nah, reviento, hermano. Tengo a Najida y a Gamin a nivel 80 ya. Sí. Básicamente.
the heat of both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay,
Verdad.
so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably...
Vamos a husmear.
This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but... Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Entra a la habitación y regresa un poco más tarde, cargando algo. La ladrona. ¿Tiene la mano más suelta ella? ¡Yepa! Joder. Vamos a ver. Me ha costado más o menos 16 días, pero por fin pude terminar este cuaderno justo la noche antes del festival. Pensé que Paimon y tú posiblemente reanudarían su viaje después de terminar el festival, por eso me esforcé mucho por terminarlo a tiempo y poder regalártelo en ese día. Este es un compendio de las historias y leyendas que circulan de boca a boca la gente de la Reina Menor, Kusanali. Logré recopilarlas preguntando a todo el mundo cuando no estaba ocupada con los preparativos del festival. Aunque pregunté a muchísima gente, muy pocos saben realmente algo sobre la Reina Menor Kusanali. Espero que este material te sirva para encontrarla. A ver, la fuente de agua cercana a la villa Gandharva estuvo contaminada un tiempo, por lo que los aldeanos tenían que ir muy lejos por agua. Pero muy lejos. Pero un día descubrieron que el agua de la fuente de la vez se podía beber. Alguien dijo que la noche anterior vio un resplandor. Y un resplandor y hace ¡pum! Me encanta ese vídeo. Verde cerca de la fuente. Y todos tuvieron la certeza de que se trataba del poder divino de la Reina Menor. Según esto, lo más probable es que la fuente de agua hubiera necesitado mucho tiempo para poder purificarse ella sola. Es posible que la Reina Menor Kusanali haya aparecido en la villa Gandharva. Siempre me daba mucho miedo a la oscuridad y no podía dormir después de que mamá nos dejara. Pero un día empecé a oír una voz que me hablaba hasta dormirme. Qué mal rollo, en verdad. Una señora me dijo que era la Reina Menor, que me reconfortaba porque se preocupaba por mí. Pobrecillo. Espero que la celebración del festival le alegre un poco. Su experiencia es bastante parecida a la que tuve yo en su momento. Ella es ciertamente un arconte gentil. Yo estoy en nivel 70 de 60. Nada mal. Es que si hubiera nivel 80 a veces chungo, ¿eh? Hay que farmear mucho, la verdad. Pero yo me puse un día y dije, a tomar por culo, y farmeo para subir a estos dos. Que los voy a usar mucho. Porque lo iba para mi equipo principal, tío. Gamin y Najida. Y dije, venga, al 90 ya lo dudo, la verdad. Si eso algún día, si eso. Pero lo dudo mucho. Hay que farmear mucho, tío. Hay que matar demasiadas veces a los bosses. Y de coger demasiadas plantas.
Subiendo las estatuas de los 7.
Está subiendo la estatua de los 7. ¿Usas el mapa interactivo? Porque yo lo usé el otro día, tío. Dije, ¿sabes qué? Me voy a coger todos los anemóculos y los geóculos de Mondstadt y Liyue. Me cogí el mapa interactivo y me los marqué todos. Y fui punto por punto. Y tengo la estatua de Mondstadt y la de Liyue a tope. Ya al 100%. Luego iré por la de Inazuma. Pero eso ya será otro día. No. Pues úsalo, tío. La verdad es que te va a facilitar muchísimo. Porque cuando te queden 5, que yo lo usé por eso, me quedaban 5 en Mondstadt, tío. Cuando te queden 5, tío, te vas a cagar en la puta. Porque vas a decir, ¿dónde coño están los 5 últimos? Y ya te digo, tío. Te pones el mapa, te los marcas todos. Y vas a los sitios y ahí cuando no hay, pues te lo quitas la marca. Porque esta ya la has cogido y ya está. Pero en alguna de esas dirá, hostia, mira, esta no es la que tienes cogida. Y al final lo tendrás todo más fácil. Porque si no es imposible, tío. Bueno, también hay en Mondstadt, cuando te hacen las mierdas estas diarias en
Fontaine of como 200 XD.
Ya ves. Sí, de hecho yo lo leí en... ¿Cómo se llama esto? En ese mapa te dicen cuántos hay en cada zona. Y en Mondstadt eran como 60 y pico. En Liyue son unos 150 y pico, 60 y pico por ahí, unos 100 y pico. En Sumeru eran 200 y pico, 260 o algo así. Y en Fontaine también eran 200 y pico también, como tú has dicho. Y en Inazuma no me acuerdo, la verdad es que eso no lo vi. O 100 y pico también en Inazuma. O sea, una locura. Por eso te digo, tío, si en el mapa interactivo es una locura encontrarlos todos. Y ya te digo, te llena un montón de la resistencia y tampoco te dan muchas protogemas, pero bueno, te dan, ¿sabes? Entre esta y aquella. Y los logros, la verdad es que todo suma, ¿sabes? Así que...
Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about, she must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Hijo mío, me voy a deprimir, por favor. Como vayamos a seguir. Por favor. Vamos para allá. Vamos a ver. Yepa. Qué bote más pixelado, hermano. Mira la muerta.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
¿Qué es lo que veo? ¿Un cadáver? Mejor a veces que quedarme callado. Sí. Es la marioneta, pero bueno. Gracias. A la distancia. Se lo lanzas. Gracias. Toma. Y si le llega, que le llegue. Por Bluetooth.
Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
A la verga. Ya me están dando ganas de partirle la madre a los carapolla que han hecho esto. Se van a enterar. Por su culpa. Mira esa sonrisa. No la pudimos proteger. Ahí ves una sonrisa que no pudimos proteger. No puede ser esto.
Paimon still remembers
puede ser.
when we were sitting here.
Cago en la puta.
And the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Está repitiendo lo mismo aunque esté sola, tío.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, traveler.
Oh.
Ahí voy por las estatuas de Geo y Electro.
But just now, how come...
¿Pero tienes todas las de... la de Monster ya? ¿O qué? Eso sí que la tienes al 100%, ¿o no?
What? Where are we going this time?
No sé, yo a ver, yo quiero ver a la... No me acuerdo cómo se llama. No me acuerdo cómo se llama, tío. Bueno, que yo la quiero ver bailar a la pelirroja, a mi señora. Ah, sí que los tienes, de puta madre. Sí, al final son 60 y poco, ¿sabes? No. Liyue, es que Liyue es enorme, ¿eh? Liyue es gigantesco, tío. Ahí sí que hay... Pero vamos, Sumeru sí que es grande, me cago en la hostia. El desierto es lo más grande de todo el puto juego, tío. Una locura.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into the Grand Sage has already granted.
Nilou, ahí
How
está.
did things turn out like this?
Esta es mi señora.
Traveler? You don't have to get involved.
Traveler?
Puh, le voy a partir la madre a este carapolla.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone...
Silencio incómodo.
Wait,
The fuck?
they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
¿Todos son marionetas?
Oh, of
Ah, amigo, claro, coño. Claro.
So they're just substitutes.
Le puedo partir la madre sin repercusión, de puta madre.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Han desaparecido. ¿Esas dos flores son? ¿Qué? No sé. La verdad.
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately
Hostia, claro.
never truly replicate
Vale,
that
vale, ya lo
shade
entiendo.
of purple.
La Nilou es la original. O sea, es la que están usando como huésped. Y ha deseado las flores y ahora han aparecido ahí. ¿Verdad? Tiene todo el sentido del mundo. Si es que yo soy un puto genio, tío. Si es que yo he escrito... Yo estoy para escribir de esto.
Beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice.
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the...
Yeah. What's going on here?
Ya. Sí. Mi señora es la clave.
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try.
Oh, no acerques la cámara, por favor.
Hey!
Holy shit.
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What a surprise!
No sé para qué la cogen a ella, ¿sabes?
Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage.
Quien sea que eligiera a ella como la soñadora huésped, no sé, no lo tenía bien planeado, sinceramente.
It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots.
Ya ves.
So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Oh shit.
Huh?
Que no le explote la cabeza, por favor.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, as far as you know, people in Sumeru don't...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dinyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City.
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried. The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife lying next to him said, You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love. In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection.
I see.
Ahora se acabará todo.
Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over too.
Ya que es un sueño, márcate un bailecito, ¿o no?
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as
Let's
beautiful
go.
as we can.
Let's go. Oh, sí. Da lo mejor de ti. Da lo mejor, nena. Oh. Vamos a disfrutar. Holy shit.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god. The dance of Sub-Zerus.
Let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. Este jazz. Oh shit. Madre del amor hermoso. Oh. Wow. Oh shit. Wow. La mejor cinemática del juego. Literalmente.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets.
No.
I would have loved to see
No me pongas
Neil's
esto, por
dance.
favor. Uf. Tarara, 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 tarara. No me jodas. El fantasmita. Shit. Madre mía, loco. Qué guapo. No, no me lo puedo creer. ¿Cuándo sale el banner de Nilo? Sí. Sí. Holy shit. La mejor cinemática del juego, sinceramente.
Good morning, traveler.
Madre del amor hermoso.
Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Buenos días.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zerus festival. The Sub-Zerus festival? Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zerus? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal.
Yep, yep. Cara de tristes.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Bueno, en teoría está muerta, ¿no?
Huh? What usual spot?
¿Por una najida o qué? Efectivamente. Madre del amor hermoso. Desde que empezamos Sumero quería ver ese baile, tío. ¡Eh! What the fuck?
Well done, traveler and Paimon.
¿Qué cojones?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the
Para mí es mejor el baile de Fosal Ors y Furina.
Pues yo ese todavía no lo he visto, pero ya lo veré ya. Cuando lleguemos lo veremos. Pero por ahora, este le gana. Bueno, la cinemática de Gamin también me gustó mucho, ¿eh? Con los tambores fue piquísimo. La verdad. Pero bueno, me caso, la verdad. Si esa señora existiera en la vida real, me casaría. Pero como no existe, y menos mal que no existe, no me voy a casar.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay. Oh, don't
¿Está viva?
like that.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilu performing the
Primero te tienes que pasar todo porque es al final el baile.
Ya, ¿no? Es la escena final, ya ves. Solo he visto una imagen. La de ella con el traje blanco y tal. Pero no sé nada de spoilers, menos mal, que no me comí ningún spoiler. La verdad es que el tema de los spoilers lo lleva muy bien, ¿eh? Por mucho que busques cosas, memes y tal por internet, no me comí ningún spoiler, tío. Y eso me alegra, la verdad. La gente por internet suele comentar más el tema de la jugabilidad y personajes y tal. Pero el tema de historia, Lo respetan. Y eso mola. Pues, oye, un momento. Creo que mi cámara tiene demasiado brillo, tío. Lo voy a arreglar en un momento, ¿vale? ¿Te comiste todos los spoilers? Pues vivimos en dos mundos diferentes, porque... A ver... Que tiene demasiado brillo. I don't know. Bueno, así está bien. Que le follen. ¡Hostia! Ah, vale. Ya está. Se me quitó. Ahí está. Bueno. Pues... ¿Esto qué es? ¿Acto nuevo? No, es el acto 2 todavía. Vale.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And... Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story.
Es muy raro ver a Catherine con la voz de Nahida,
Her
tío.
consciousness is still weakened.
Me ha roto la cabeza al principio.
Venían con patatas incluidas.
Con patatas incluidas. Pobrecito, tío.
Let's chat some
Una pena. Pero bueno.
How about by the traveler's favorite bench?
Por lo menos podrás revivir la experiencia conmigo. ¿Dónde vamos? Yepa. Mira, no te lo he enseñado, por cierto, pero tengo 12.500. Más 17, hermano. Estoy ahorrando un montonazo. 78 me da. Flipas. 78 más las 17, o sea, 88, 96, 95, por ahí. ¡Buah! Una locura. Espero ganar los 50-50, tío, porque si no... voy a tener que farmear demasiadas protogemas, tío. Pero bueno, tengo planeado pasarme la historia antes de llegar a Forina, por lo menos.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described.
Hermano, espérate, que al final sí que tiene demasiado brillo esto, ¿eh? ¿Tienes 5 misiones de mundo nada más? O sea, de esas azules. Solo te quedan 5 misiones. Hostia puta. Estás en la mierda, ¿eh? Ahora.
Among the countless dreams,
5 misiones,
I
hermano.
found one that was growing
No sé de dónde vas a sacar
fainter and
protogemas. Aparte del evento, de los eventos que vengan. En teoría van a meter un evento de repartidor de Amazon, tío. Con la gata esta que se transforma en caja. Va a salir de repartidor de Amazon. Y otra de acariciar gatos en el housing. Y no sé qué más. Que viene junto a la Chiori. Y su legendaria, que también la podrá usar.
Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams,
Es que cuando te pasa el juego tanto, ya es como, ¿de dónde sacas protogemas, tío?
Akasha's control.
Una locura. Yo por lo menos empecé a jugar hace un mes y medio solo, tío.
20 misiones normales.
20 misiones normales. Ya, bueno. Pero tampoco te dan todas protogemas, ¿verdad? Yo tengo un montón de misiones secundarias ahí acumuladas porque no me dan protogemas. Solo hago las que me dan protogemas, tío. Las demás se quedan ahí para después. Para cuando tenga Kazuha, Nahida y quiera hacer misiones así por jugar, pues ya me las haré y tal. Simplemente por jugar. Pero por ahora, full protogemas. Focus protogemas, tío. Si algo no me da protogemas, no lo hago. Aquí hay que aprovechar el tiempo. Por ahí estoy viendo un cofre, al fondo. A la derecha.
Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, But it still wouldn't have
Y
lasted
2 misiones legendarias.
for you two breaking the samsara.
2 misiones legendarias, hermano. Y a mí me quedan todas casi, tío. Me he hecho como 4 solo.
Looks like we did
Una
manage to
locura,
save
tío.
Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon.
Un final feliz. Oh yeah, baby. Bueno, final feliz. Espérate,
99% de fe.
Desde luego. 1% de probabilidad. 99% de fe. Así es como funciona. Tío, estoy rojo, ¿Qué cojones?
I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Pensé que estaría tan conmovido como empezar a llorar. What the fuck.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you
¿Ya?
saved my faithful believer.
Hermano, esta...
As your reward, I will
Joder.
answer any and all questions.
Normalmente le puedes hacer preguntas al arconte cuando te pasas todo... toda la historia. Pero ya en 2 misiones ya le estoy haciendo un montón de preguntas. Sobre lo que viene ese sueño en el bosque Abidja. Con las setas.
Forest, there was this insect
La fumada de
that
las
made the
setas que me
traveler
metí el
fall
otro día.
unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
You also heard someone's voice, right?
Saque más misiones de Arconte, por favor, necesito deseos.
Desde luego, hermano. Necesitamos deseos, tío. Yo, mira, con tener a Kazuha el mes que viene y al otro a Najida, por lo menos tengo mi primer equipo ya hecho, tío. Con... O sea, Furina, perdón. Con conseguir a esos dos, yo ya tengo mi equipo de 4, tío. Con Gamin, Najida, Kazuha y Furina, ya tengo mi primero. Luego ya iría por el segundo, pues quien sea que me mole, tío. Yo que sé, Yelan y el World of Slay este que he dicho antes y... Yo que sé, alguno más por ahí. Mi mujer, Nilou, por ejemplo, que también me mola, la usé una vez. Yo que sé, si meten a Paimon ahí para jugar también, pues yo que sé. Para que se la coma lo del Lime.
Yeah, so you do know.
Pero para empezar,
Ask you what that was
2
about.
meses tengo para montar
And
mi
if the
primer
red
equipo, tío.
sky was related to Conria.
Con ese equipo ya me la pela y me paso todo el juego sin contenerme.
Poder secreto, tarjeta de crédito.
Joder, sí, bueno. Tarjeta de crédito. Esa duele, Esa técnica duele, tío. Ese jutsu. Ese es como el último... El jutsu de la parca, tío. Ese es como el jutsu de la parca. Cuando lo usas, ya no hay vuelta atrás, tío. Ahí te arranca el alma, tío. Pero claro, si no queda otra opción, ¿no? Es como... Por lo que tengo entendido, meten en una rerun de personaje por año, ¿no? O sea... Si meten a no ser que sean nuevos como Furina, que a lo mejor es a los 5 o 6 meses, ¿no? O 3 o 4. Pero Shogun Raiden, por ejemplo, esa también me gustaría, tío. Shogun Raiden. A esa la metieron en enero, justo cuando yo empecé a jugar, tío. Yo empecé a jugar y justamente a los 5 días se acabó ese banner y yo, claro, yo ahí al principio no tenía ni puta idea de los banners y no me enteré. Y ahora me entero, tío, y me cago en la hostia. Voy a tener que esperar hasta el año que viene para poder conseguir a Raiden. Una locura. Para el año que viene ya tendré el juego al 100%. Y ya es como, ya pa' qué, tío. Me hago una rerun o algo de eso. Un reroll de eso que se dice. Eso sí, un reroll podría hacer.
Regalen protogemas.
Vamos a quemar las oficinas como nos regalan protogemas. A ver, con la nueva 4.5, ¿no? Que se viene. Ya hay gente que lo calcula ya, todas las que se pueden ganar. Y por lo que he leído por internet, en total, de la nueva versión, de la 4.5 a la 4.6, hasta que salga Furina vas a poder conseguir unas 9.000 más o menos. 8.000, 9.000. Solo con los eventos. Pues luego tienes que pensar que en la 4.6, si meten a Furina en el primer banner, vas a tener 20 días para poder conseguirla. Y durante esos 20 días también habrán ese cambio de versión, donde habrán nuevos eventos, que podrás conseguir a lo mejor 10.000 protogemas más. O sea que entre la siguiente y la otra vas a conseguir unas 20, ¿sabes? O entre unas 15 protogemas, unas 15.000 y unas 20.000. Te da de puta madre para tirar a Furina, ¿sabes? Pero perfectamente. Y aparte creo que van a poner una zona nueva en la .6, que también significa más cofre, más protogemas. O sea que lo tienes bastante bien, tío. Y junto a estas dos versiones te va a dar para tener a Furina de puta madre. El problema es que yo, como quiero 2 personajes, necesito el doble de fe.
As you two probably know,
Para uno, o sea, si yo me enfocara simplemente en Furina la tendría 100%. Pero como quiero a los dos, me la estoy jugando, me la estoy jugando. Otra opción será viciarme mucho, jugar todo lo posible para conseguir las máximas protogemas posibles hasta que llegue Furina, tío.
A message from Greater Lord Rukadevata? We thought it was from King
Que era el Lord
Deshret.
Rukadevata.
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago?
Oh shit.
Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him.
No sin querer tiré una multi al banner de Yaemiko XD.
No mames. Sin querer tiene una multi a la... Vale. Pero no te salió nada, ¿no? Mira, mientras no te salga nada también es bueno porque te sube el piti, ¿sabes? Si tiraste una 10, pues ya tienes 10 más de piti para Furina, ¿sabes lo que te digo? Yo tengo ahí 30 de piti porque yo tiraba así como sin saber. Y cuando me di cuenta paré de tirar. Y desde que me tocó Anahida hasta ahora que he dejado de tirar, tengo 30 ahí acumulados en el banner promocional.
Nada.
Para acá. O sea, ¿nada? A nadar.
So, what does the message mean?
No que me resfrío.
I still haven't managed to decipher it.
Anahida, ¿por qué te vistes de Ad Astra Visosk?
Greater Lord Rukadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness.
Sí, como el otro pavo loco que vimos
Academia about this many
el día
times,
anterior.
but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick. Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But
The fuck.
even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about,
Sinceramente, me está gustando mucho la historia de Sumeru, tío.
The traveler
Pero
wasn't
mucho.
affected
El tema
after
del
coming
bucle
in
este me ha
contact
gustado.
with that consciousness.
No me la esperaba, no me la
I've never
esperaba.
seen anyone
La
like that.
última técnica tarjeta de crédito y te quedas sin comer un...
Sinceramente, cuando supe el precio de las protogemas me quedé loco, tío. O sea, no tiene sentido. No tiene sentido lo caro que es tirar deseos. O sea, es que no tiene sentido, de verdad. Si me dijeras que cada deseo vale 1 euro, aún es mucho, pero es que ni eso, tío. Es que ni eso. Es más caro todavía. Pero imagínate, cada deseo 1 euro. O sea, por 10 tiradas, 10 pavos. Que ya es mucho, es una locura. Pero es que realmente es más caro todavía. Es que no tiene sentido. Es absurdo. Ahora lo miramos cuánto vale, porque no me acuerdo, pero es absurdo, tío. Yo pondría, yo qué sé, 1 euro 10 tiradas. Me podría parecer bien. 1 euro 10 tiradas. Venga, va. Porque al final, a lo mejor necesitas 90 tiradas, necesitas 9 euros para asegurarte 5 estrellas. Y a lo mejor pierdes el piti. El 50-50, perdón. Y necesitas 180 tiradas. Y necesitarías 18 euros para un personaje 5 estrellas. Joder, 18 euros por un puto personaje de un videojuego me parece mucho. Pero comparado con lo que es ahora, pues sería un regalo, la verdad. Si lo comparas con el Dragon Ball Fighters, por ejemplo, que te venden los personajes por separado, yo que sé, te venden algo Goku Ultra Instinto por 5 pavos. Y yo ya lo veía, eso me pareció una locura, tío. Que me vendan los personajes por 5 pavos cada uno. Pero luego vengo aquí al Genshin y tienes que gastarte 100, 200 pavos para conseguir uno. Siento que da protogemas como... ¿Qué me estás contando, tío? Madre mía.
Está haciendo un buen soñador.
Está haciendo un buen soñador, sí. Sí, sí, pero... A ver, por lo que tengo entendido, en el Star Real, en el Honkai Star Real es... ¿más barato? No, eso no lo sé. Pero como que ahí consiguen más deseos, tío. Son más generosos. Aquí son un poco más ratas, ¿eh? Como la gente gasta, hay algunos ballenas por ahí, los cabrones. Nos arrastran a nosotros. Más preguntas. ¿Por qué te ves como Catherine? Me pregunto yo. Oh, que estás controlando su cuerpo, literalmente. What the fuck?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal.
The fuck. No hagas eso, por favor.
The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Todo lo que ganan en Genshin lo invierten en el Honkai y Star.
So Catherine is...
Desde luego.
Wonder Paimon
Son unos
felt
cabrones.
something was off about her.
A ver, que en el Genshin también se lo ocurran, tío, de vez en cuando. O sea, yo llevo... A ver, que yo llevo solo un mes y medio jugando, ¿sabes? Pero... Y ahora en teoría se viene como la peor versión de todas porque se van de vacaciones o algo así. Y yo no he vivido nunca un cambio de versión. De hecho, yo me metí a jugar justamente cuando cambiaron de versión. O unos días antes. Pero... No sé. Si cada X versiones meten mapas nuevos y hay misiones por todos lados y eventos cada 2x3. En verdad los eventos, tío, no paran de ocurrir. A lo mejor si lleva mucho tiempo jugando empiezas a notar que repiten eventos o algo así, pero... No sé.
Ponga una oferta.
Ponga una oferta.
Don't you live in the sanctuary of Suristana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru.
Un momento. Voy a encender la luz porque está... Que no veo, güey, que no veo. Ahora sí. Mucho mejor, güey. ¿Qué hora es? Las 7. Las 7. Vamos a jugar hasta las 4. Nada, mentira. Pero a lo mejor hasta las... Bueno, luego a lo mejor chapo 1 hora o algo así para comer, para cenar. Y luego sigo, O sea... Si tienes el día libre y te vas a quedar aquí conmigo, pues de puta madre, loco. Yo te lo agradezco. Pero vamos, que tampoco estás atado, Que si te quieres ir en algún momento te vas. Pero yo aquí estoy. Me tienes jugando hasta la hora de dormir, sinceramente. No sé qué hora será allí en tu país. Tampoco sé de qué país eres. Pero aquí son las 7 en España, las 7:10.
Funen a Genshin.
Funen a Genshin. No, pero no. El Genshin está chido, tío. La verdad es que el Genshin me ha ganado.
At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Suristana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
Eres la mejor.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up...
Ay, me muero.
Tirando por Furina.
Por supuesto. Y tirando por Kazuha también. Porque de hecho es la única forma de que tengo para grabar. O sea, todo lo que quiera grabar. Para luego editarlo tengo que hacer directo. Por ahora es así. No tengo dineros para invertir tanto en el PC.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to
Por eso no le puedo
soul
meter
is my
dinero al
life's
Genshin.
mission and top
Tengo que
priority.
agarrarlo para el PC.
I will work on that and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
No tengo más preguntas, la
Got
verdad.
it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge.
Seekers of knowledge.
La tarjeta de crédito no funciona, ya no hay nada que hacer.
La tarjeta no funciona, ¿no? Pues entonces ya tendrás que buscar una cosa llamada trabajo y trabajar para conseguir dinero. O sea, tienes que trabajar para conseguir dinero, para luego poder meter ese dinero en el Genshin, para que te toque a Furina y luego poder tirarte tiempo jugando con Furina. Esa es la jugada, básicamente. Esa es la jugada. Y cuando luego saquen otro personaje que te guste, volver a trabajar para conseguir dinero, para luego poder meterlo en el Genshin y tener a ese otro personaje y poder ya jugar. Y cuando quieras otro, pues volver a trabajar y así, un bucle, tío. Es un bucle.
La última opción, vender tu riñón.
Y si vendes tu riñón, yo creo que te daría para 2 personajes.
Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the
Tu
sage's
riñón
activities for now.
lo cambiarías por
The
2 o 3
Archon won't
personajes
be
como
able to
mucho.
conduct
Te
another
lo digo yo.
project. Go and get some sleep.
3.
Leave everything to us.
Arlequino, que también va a salir nueva, que la han sacado hoy. Si no me equivoco, se llama así, ¿no? Arlequino. Arlequino, Furina y yo qué sé, el Archon te piro cuando salga. Vete tú a saber.
What a relief.
Todo eso por tu riñón. Worth it. Worth it, la
This
verdad.
is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Normal.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here?
Dilo,
Do
dilo.
either of you know?
Dilo tuyo. Ad astra avisoske.
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see.
No mames.
Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine.
Personal de
I better
mantenimiento.
go.
¿Qué eres,
Thank
un
you.
robot o qué? Let's go.
Yo en esa cinemática dame mis protogemas.
Dame mis protogemas.
Anything from her.
Tú, niña. Adastra. Oye, ¿dónde vas? Qué guay la puta, yo no quería cinemática, tío. Quería recoger las cosas.
Ad Astra Avisosk.
¡Ole!
You two.
Lo dijo.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Si nos acabamos de ver hace 10 segundos.
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this?
Let me think.
Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
¿Sin qué? ¿Al simposio? ¿Qué es? ¿Donde viven todos los sims? Ahí voy yo. Simten Low. No puede ser, no puede ser. ¿A recitar un poema de amor? Sí, mis huevos, chaval. Esta de aquí abajo. Te va a recitar un poema de amor.
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Dato curioso. Gané un concurso de poemas a los 8 años o algo así. En todo el colegio. Curioso, la verdad.
What kind of commission is that?
Me dieron hasta un pin de esos, una insignia ahí. Y yo todo profesional ahí. Solo pensarlo, la relación del público debe ser intensa.
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission.
Catherine, sinceramente, te puedes meter el poema por donde yo me sé.
In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Mira, ese me parece bastante mejor.
That's not any better.
Pero es mejor que el otro, Paimon. Joder. Nos darían una paliza. No, la paliza la damos nosotros, Quillo. Los mercenarios y los orfanatos no van de la mano.
I'm sure the mercenaries will
Tocará
have some
vender tu
interesting
riñón y el de
reactions
tu
as well.
vecino.
Hombre, si mi vecino me diera el visto bueno, oye, su riñón, ¿sabes lo que te digo? Yo le digo, mira, vecino, va a venir Furina y claro, tu riñón tampoco es que lo use, tienes 2, eso para empezar. Tienes 2 riñones. ¿No te importaría darme uno? Quiero decir, es para un bien mayor, ¿sabes lo que te digo? Es para una causa mayor. O sea, Hay que ayudar a los vecinos, tío. Luego cuando me pida sal, pues le daré sal y esas cosas, ¿no? Pero sí, podría convencerle, a ver. A ver qué me dice.
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the...
Oh, the commissioner?
O si no, Paimon, le arranco un riñón, un pulmón, que tiene 2. Vete tú a saber que tiene más, o sea...
Wanted to see the two of you in action.
Es Najida, no me lo puedo creer. Ya decía que estaba actuando rara. Hija de puta. Me pilló, la lechuga me pilló. No me la esperaba. Mira la que mora. Mi hija. Literalmente, mi hija. O mi hermana pequeña. Me la pela. Una criatura a la que hay que proteger. ¿Ok? ¿De acuerdo? La mejor arconte. ¿Cómo? Comiendo lobo.
Cara con ceja alzada, cara con ceja alzada, cara con ceja alzada.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué te pasa? ¿Cuál es el problema?
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even
Hace 10 segundos.
really long dream.
Pero vale. Los desarrolladores no pensaron que me iba a meter a la misión justamente 10 segundos de despedirme de ella. Dentro del lore, aquí hemos fallado, pero bueno, no pasa nada. ¿Qué soñaste?
It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival, except it was a happy one.
Nice.
In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me.
Vaya mareo,
They
hermano.
danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Sí. Palabras del tabibito. Sí.
Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that?
Wait, no! We aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a
Lo
chance
mismo,
to
¿no?
visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her.
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like this?
Protogemas en decadencia.
Hermano, yo estoy en la alza. Y ahora mismo estoy en mi prime. Ya lo has visto. Tengo como 90 y pico deseos, tío. Estoy en mi prime. Y de aquí a un mes o 2 meses, puedo conseguir muchas, tío. De aquí a que me pase todo Sumeru y todo Fontaine y explore todo Inazuma. Tengo de sobra para 2 personajes, tío. Vámonos. Aunque luego me gustaría más, pero bueno. Para empezar. Aunque luego viene el verano. Y en verano trabajo mucho y juego poco, pero bueno. Pero bueno, se hará lo que se puede. Acto 3. A la madre. Bueno, esto lo haré en otro directo separado, que lo abriré en 2 segundos. Así que lo que voy a hacer es... ¡Uy! ¡Me cago en la puta! Que quería coger las comisiones, no me lo puedo creer. Me cago en la puta. ¿Dónde está Catherine?
Yo solo voy por Furina si se puede C2 y su arma.
Nah, solo dice. Solo Furina C2 y su arma. Solo dice. Joder. Cabrón, hacer un C2 es literalmente conseguir 3 de 5 estrellas. Una locura, ¿eh? O sea, si no perdieras ningún 50-50 y tuvieras suerte, a lo mejor a las 70 tiradas de cada vez, necesitas como 200 y pico deseos, tío. Más de 200 deseos. Para Furina C2. Y luego el arma.
Let's continue our chat here.
El arma otros, 300 deseos necesitas. Una locura, ¿eh? Ya puedes sacar los riñones ya.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Pero espérate. Que yo quería hacerlo en otro directo. Señor Najida. O señora Najida, todavía no sé qué eres, pero la pela. Ay, que me ahogo, coño. Voy a cortar directo durante 1 minuto. Y voy a volver a entrar. Voy a volver a abrir directo, ¿vale? Para separar los capítulos. Así lo tengo mejor. Porque luego me toca descargar este directo entero, tío. Y me va a petar el PC. Así que voy a cortar aquí. Ok. Y voy a echar un... Voy a echar un meo, ¿vale? Y luego ya abro directo en 1 minuto. Así que nos vemos después de tener transmisión. Ahí. Enseguida vuelvo.